Greetings everyone, I am Eric Paulson with Your Essential Practice. For today's rune reading, we're getting into the new moon energy on March 10th. That's going to be in Pisces, so that's a lot of intuitive healing work and a lot of emotional release, and also starting of more of our intuition dream work, that getting into maybe learning a new part of our spiritual aspects of ourselves, or maybe just a lot of emotional healing and understanding, expansiveness, that growth. This is going to be a lot of heavy manifesting for a lot of us. Greetings everyone. How are we feeling today? This is the cleansing of the energetic space kind of ritual that we go through. You can always skip ahead a few seconds if you don't want to go through this. But for now, and especially for our newer viewers, this really helps us to center and to focus on today's rune reading. So this is going to be about that that new moon in Pisces coming up. So we're going to clear this energetic space, but we're also adding this $2 note as usual, representing uncommon abundance. So we're simultaneously giving gratitude and inviting more of that in as it rings out with these energies. Kind of also cleansing this energetic space, helping us to calm, focus. I invite you to take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. While we think on new moon, what does that mean to us? These manifesting energies, maybe? New beginnings? A lot of emotional healing work with this Pisces energy. So what can the runes help us to understand today? As we get into this new moon, March 10th, in Pisces. Look at that. That is the blank Odin's rune. Okay, so we're coming from this past of what we already know where we've been. This is an irreversible rune, right? This is something that's hidden. This is something that is not meant to be seen or obscured, or it's purposely obscured right now. Or is this something that is already known? Because this is Odin's rune, this is something like, okay, well, you already know this is review. You don't really need to know this. It is what it is kind of energy. Like, we all have our different paths of coming from, so let's just kind of move on with it already. All right, so in the current energies, though, we're doing a lot of emotional healing work already. This is the divine feminine's rune of the lake. This is water. This is dowsing. This is a lot of prophetic dream work, emotional healing, right? Spending time near water. A lot of us are being called to do so, or even just watch water, or do some more natural water activities. Including maybe a salt bath at home or something like that. So this is a beautiful current energy to be in, regardless, because that divine feminine is in all of us, right? We all have aspects of the divine feminine and the divine masculine in every single one of us. So this is kind of in recognition of that. This is a very emphasized energy throughout this new moon, with the emotional aspect of things, the emotional healing work, and healing more of that divine feminine. And the world sorely needs it. I'll tell you what, these current energies, though, are into the near future with that divine protection. So when we're healing that divine feminine, know that we are going to be divinely protected moving forward. This is August. This is the elk rune. Okay, this is divine protection or faith coming from that place of knowing. This is defense. So you're naturally defended. You're protected. The elk is such a majestic energy to be in. And when you consider that as majestic energy, like a majestic sort of protection, which it is, you're divinely protected. And all of that awesome divine feminine healing work that's going on out there is just, it is protected work, right? It's vulnerable work. We have to open ourselves up. We have to peel back a lot of layers, right? It's not easy work. But just know that you are protected. You are okay to open yourself up and be vulnerable. Men, you too. Right? Us men need to hear that too. Sorry to call you out, fellas, but all right. In the action taken for the best outcome, this is pretty great. This is manas. This is the humanity. This is culture. This is the opposing clan flags. This is the clan flags of identity, right? So this is opposing views or probably just a circle of life sort of aspect. So this is just knowing really where your place is in your community, reaching out to your community even. This is a lot of communicative work as well as what I'm getting intuitively here to tell you. So reaching out within your community, your spiritually guided community, wherever your emotions go to get healed, maybe just be there for each other, be open for those opportunities as they might be on the increase here during this new moon period, okay? Just make sure that, we're going to be a little more hypersensitive in our emotions and everything anyway, so might as well channel that to a good aspect of being healthy for one another, right? And being present and having that holding space for one another, right? So thoughts, feelings, and emotions are pretty rigid, pretty repetitive, pretty stuck, frozen, and on the straight and narrow. You're like thinking, well, things have to be a certain way in order to, well, no, not really. You're divinely reminded that you're divinely protected. You need to really thaw this out, because it's not everything so cut and dry when it comes to our labels and definitions. Be open to new understandings and paradigm shifts. I feel like a lot of us are going to get that aha moment coming up here. And that action taken for the best outcome, this is just to make sure that in the energies that surround and challenge our thoughts, our beliefs, our standards, our labels, right, that we have our understandings of, right, our comprehension of, that can challenge us to learn and grow and maybe have us more in our rigid beliefs. However, we're encouraged to, like this rune kind of opens up, we're encouraged to open up and know that we're divinely protected here, okay? Reaching out to your community and being vulnerable, doing that awesome divine feminine healing work is just tremendous, okay? And look at right here, right across from, I can't make this up, right across from the divine feminine is the divine masculine. This is what is the possible risk of loss here. But seeing as these are directly across from one another, you can't have one without the other, right? This is calling forth for balance, right? And so this is the rune of the divine masculine. This is the fertile territory. This is what you have to risk losing here. This is Ingwas. This is the god Freyr's rune. It's about peace and plenty and just coming from that healed divine masculine place of knowing, understanding, comprehension, responding, not reacting, right? Taking that time to really make those wise decisions and being able to make the hard decisions, right? And balancing. We're called to be in balance here, so definitely do some grounding work, spend some time near water, also to increase more of this healing aspect and this balancing work to help discern where these themes maybe need to be healed within us. These strict labels, these adherences to whatever standards that need to be shifted in our psyche or our awareness, right, need to be shifted, because we do risk where that we might think that we're firmly planted and like have that chip on the shoulder type of ego coming from a place of knowing, rather than that healed ego type of coming from a place of knowing, right? There's a big difference there, a subtle one, but a big one, right? So that's what we risk losing. But let's look for what we have for possible outcome. All right, Thor's hammer. This is theorisas. This says, okay, well, whatever it is, do it with swift action. This is also representative of a thorn or a giant. When we're going across this path, there's this big giant hill. It needs to continue on, right? But it's also like a thorn. You don't partially pull out a thorn, you fully pull out a thorn. So whatever action this is that's being done, it's going to be a full action. It's going to be a full surrender, a full start, a full release, and it's going to build or destroy. Whatever needs to occur in your life, you're doing this with the divine aspects of coming from, if you are doing this with coming from that healthy place of knowing, you don't risk this as much. Right? Balancing those divine feminine and masculine, yin and yang, you know, just be like, it's really good to get into that meditative practice right now. Because your action for this new moon in Thor's hammer, that can build or destroy. So whatever needs to be done, you have that enhanced action, that enhanced energy towards that energetic outcome. This is kind of like the pendulum is swinging partially and it hasn't reached quite its apex, but this is going to give that extra energetic push in whatever direction you're trying to steer it in. Okay, so just be very mindful, be very aware, and very grounded in these aspects of which action you are taking here in the future, right? This new moon energy is very blessed. It's very beautiful. I don't see a lot of negative aspects to this. Just maybe get a second opinion maybe when it comes to interpreting your dream work, or maybe start a dream journal. Okay, I have a feeling that a lot of us are going to be very emotionally inspired by things in the upcoming days. Just remember to be in a healthy ego aspect of that. Okay, so let's get some cards for clarity. These are the Soul's Journey cards. These are messages directly from Source, straight to your spirit, straight to your soul. Beautiful words of wisdom and mandalas on these cards. So Divine, please show us clearly, what do you have for us for this new moon in Pisces energy, rune reading. New moon in Pisces, rune reading, energy. Divine, please show us clearly, what message of clarity do you have to show us for this new moon in Pisces on 3/10, March 10th, 2024. Whoa, that's a lot there. Let's continue on here. Going to say we're going to get a card or two here pretty soon. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Divine. All right. And see, patience pays off. There's that card of patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Okay, that's great. We're going to read about that. And empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. And that requires patience too, right? And to be patient requires empathy to a degree, right? Let's read about those cards here. That's beautiful. Because this beginning, a lot of us might just be eager, but we don't really know what to be eager for. So really just get that insight before proceeding. Like, instead of making a choice for lack of a better thing to do, just wait before you make that informed decision, whatever that is. So if you're looking for a yes or no answer during this rune reading, it's wait and see. Patience here. Let's read about that. It says, I accept that everything happens in divine order. Earth has become a place of instant gratification. You must focus on the maxim. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. This card has to come to you because you need to learn the joy of anticipation. The process of doing is so rich in lessons, but when you concentrate only on the goal, those experiences are disregarded. Life is unfolding, and the more patience you practice, the more you will let the universal energy celebrate itself through you and bring experiences and situations your soul requires. You need to learn that there's a rhythm to everything in the universe, and the more you are living with patience, the more aware you are of the lessons your soul is studying. You are on a path. There are signposts. If you are speeding down the path, you will miss the little miracles and treasures that have been placed there. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's read about empathy. Beautiful energies, y'all. This is great. This is a good chance to have beginnings. Just make sure that we're doing so in a good frame of mind. Make sure we're making informed decisions. We're patient for that insight. Right? Empathy. Still looking for that card. There it is. A reminder, it says, I am open to seeing both sides of the situation. All right. You don't truly understand others' motivations if you haven't lived their lives and seen the world through their eyes. So it's easy to judge another's behavior matched up against your own label and label it as right or wrong. But you're missing the important part of the equation, the other person's history and personal path. We are all sparks of the divine with a purpose here in the physical dimension, and we all can have the exertion of our free will. Right? That some of us have lost our way along the path to love, though, and it is a human reaction to judge others before examining their journey through their eyes and with compassion. Your job is not to judge. Your job is to love and to understand. Empathy is a form of love. Patience is a form of love. These are very beautiful and blessed energies, right? Be careful of those labels, right? Maybe you might want to get that, do a little extra research. Yep. Messages from the fairies. Let's get some clarification, please, from the fairies. The fairies are divinely guided beings that love to help us in our journeys. So fairies, please show us clearly, what message of clarity do you have for the collective on today's rune reading for the Pisces full moon? March 10th, Pisces full moon. You want to do that one? Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Healing, healed, healer. Healing energy surrounds you and this situation. What did I tell you guys? There's a lot of healing work going on, a lot of emotional healing work, right? A lot of both of these are going to be healed, right? Just be patient. It'll happen. It'll happen. You'll get your gnosis, your understanding. Right, let's read more about this beautiful healing, healed, healer card. Y'all, I was looking in the wrong book. I apologize. I am reading this right now. Again, it says, healing energy surrounds you and this situation. The situation you've inquired about is healing. Your prayers have been heard and are being answered at this very moment. You have healing abilities that you can use for the benefit of this situation. as well as to help people heal. Additional meanings for this card are your life purpose involves healing, or you or the person you are inquiring about are experiencing healing, or know that the true situation is already healed in spiritual truth. Okay, that's awesome. And another one is take course or read about healing, or work at or open a healing center. So y'all, we're called to be in our empathy. We're called to be in our healing work, right? A lot of our empaths out there really don't have the understanding of how to channel that energy. A lot of emotional healing work is going to occur. A lot of the empathetic deep healing that we've suffered in the past. A lot of that patience for this practice, the healing, the healed healer is all this beautiful journey, and this is a deep, profound journey that you've been on. Just keep going, you're almost there, right? This beautiful new moon energy is an awesome time for manifesting and expanding in a very healed, beautiful, soulful way. And that chakra token just jumped right out. That's that crown chakra again, y'all. That's 963 hertz solfeggio frequency. All right, that's 2 readings in a row that chakra token came out. This is also a reminder to work on the first, the lower chakras, right? So 963 hertz, 963 is the crown chakra solfeggio frequency. And it's the final chakra, and it's located above the head. If you are someone who has a blocked crown chakra, then you are cynical, closed-minded, or have not worked through your first 6 chakras. The crown chakra represents a higher state of consciousness and spiritual enlightenment. Opening this chakra takes a lot of spiritual and mental awareness. Those who have opened their crown chakra will feel bliss and transcendence. Right? And it's a beautiful mudra. There's no mantra in it, right? Because when we're communicating with the divine, we want to be silent. We want to listen, right? We want to respect that space, that incoming message, whatever the case may be. Look out for these insights, right? There's a lot of perspective shifting going on here. So let me know how your journey is in the comments below on the new things that you're learning. Because we are all very, very in this expansive energy right now. And here's that mudra. It goes right above the crown chakra, right above our head. It's that triangle. 963 hertz solfeggio frequency. It's a nice high frequency. Great rune reading, everyone. Blessed be on this beautiful new moon in Pisces energy. This is great. That crown chakra again. That mudra is right above our heads. It's almost like putting those antlers of that elk above us, right? Getting that divine protection, that divine knowledge, that divine intuition healing, right? That's a beautiful 963 hertz solfeggio frequency type of work right there. All right, if you would like any of the runes that you've seen in the videos or you would like a reading from yours truly, please message me at youressentialpractice@gmail.com. I've been Eric Paulson with Your Essential Practice. Namaste. Have a blessed and abundant day.